welcome to Krabi in Thailand. So I got here literally yesterday, as you can see by the flights and everything, and it's about 30 degrees, if not probably about 32, if not 35. Absolutely bliss, absolutely beautiful. Now the reason for this video is to give context on half the reason for me being here. Now I can talk about the weather, I can talk about these bits and bobs, but half of it is genuinely changing environment and changing essentially the environment that cleared my head a little bit, because one of the best things my mentors ever taught me is to genuinely step back to the business in order to grow it, because clarity and vision and being relaxed about where things are is vital and underrated. So I'm going to show you kind of what I get up to and the importance of why stepping back from the business is the best way to step forward. Let's get into it. That was a lovely pool area, happy days. Now, again, back to the point of the video, is essentially stepping back from the business is one of the best things you can do, and it doesn't necessarily mean you got to step away for a long time, because it depends on the person. Like, one of the best things I've ever found is that the team can be very reactive. So therefore, if I can give them the tools, if I can step back from the business in order to give them the tools to progress things further and be more strategic about it, that will further benefit them to keep growing the business. Because from my point of view, everything I'm doing is about the vision, about the goals, about moving the team forward, and a lot of that comes down to giving them the tools required to do so. So whether it's the portfolio building team, whether it's my own portfolio company itself, everything is okay, so what's the vision? How can I keep moving things forward with that vision and just give the team the tools? Because again, we've got a team of nearly about 10 now, and there's a lot of moving parts, but the really good thing is it's in kind of thirds and it's in silos. So I've got the marketing team, we've got the sales progression team, then we've got the actual sourcing team, and obviously with the scale to which we're doing this at, we're doing, over 10 new projects a month. We've got all these clients coming in, and it's kind of dealing with, in a good way, dealing with quality over quantity, because I can see about these big numbers and everything from our point of view that, we've grown lots, they're quite big numbers from our point of view. And it's about making sure the quality is there from the build team, make sure the quality is there from the solicitors, from the brokers, well, from the solicitor and the broker, the few that we work with that we can trust to actually provide a good service, is make sure the quality is there. And to do that, I need to step back from everything and be like, okay, what are the numbers? What are things looking at? Not in terms of numbers in profit, numbers in terms of like metrics of everything else, to make sure things are fluid, make sure conveyancing is not too long, making sure refurbs can start quickly, make sure refurbs can be finished quickly, make sure like the refinance coming in quickly, like all these different parts to the property. And it basically really helps me help the team, help the business, help the clients. And it stepping back is one of the best things I can do. And genuinely, I find that when I'm in it, it can be stressful. When you're out of it, you can take a breath and be more strategic and actually move the business forward quicker. The irony of that, right? You can actually move the business forward quicker by just taking a step back, getting perspective and stuff, and being more relaxed about it and not being reactive. One of the key things for me nowadays is the team is there to be reactive, I'm there to be proactive. That's one of my key things at the moment. And if there's a reactive task, I do often deal with it, but kind of like, I take a step back to kind of be like, okay, can I have the team deal with this in some way so that I can be like, okay, well, next week, what do we need? How can we keep things moving forward towards the vision, right? So it really helps, but also one of my weird quirks, just to let you guys in on that, is I often get loads of ideas when I brush my teeth. So I can be literally, I don't know why, maybe it's kind of the noise of the toothbrush and whatnot, but genuinely I could be totally relaxed and everything, and then whenever I brush my teeth I get loads of ideas, and I got my phone next to me and I write them down, because also being away from the phone for an hour or two can also help me, because I feel like being on your phone too much can really clog your brain up personally. It's like social media, right? If you're on social media for too long, it's just not healthy mentally, and I think the same goes for your phone in general. I think being on your phone too much in general isn't healthy. So definitely, keep a note of that pretty much is definitely a forefront in my mind. And I was actually just thinking the irony of this whole message. The irony of the message is to take a step back in order to grow. Yeah, if I think about it from a client's perspective, the whole point is they do it remotely, so they're doing that anyway. So it's like, if you imagine it from my perspective, I'm spending time making sure that the team can be reactive so I can be proactive, and yet from a client's perspective, in a good way, they're doing the same thing. They take a step back to look at the bigger picture to keep things growing, and then the team, myself, build team sisters, brokers, are then being reactive to issues, situations, and problems to get them resolved. So it's kind of the same thing. You know, our clients are building companies, building businesses to have their portfolio growing, because almost all of our clients are doing it to limited companies for tax efficiency purposes. So from that point of view, there really is a trend there that they're growing a business, and therefore we can help them do that. And we do the reactive stuff, they do proactive stuff, even though technically we're doing the proactive stuff as well, because, well, because we're the experts in the field, so we can't do them both. But it's leveraging us fully because we know both sides, because I can be proactive with it, the team can be reactive. Same principle, guys. So that's my lesson for this week, to make sure you're being proactive and take a step back. The only way to do this is to really take a step back with things and to get a full picture on things, and genuinely even write things down. I feel like writing things down on paper will be like, okay, where is the business, where are you trying to get to, what are the bottlenecks, how can you look at the business, how can you take a step back to look at the whole business, how things are flowing. One of the best things my mentor's ever said is, alongside taking a step back, is also tracking your numbers, tracking your metrics. How can you accurately track things to make sure that things are actually tracked and on track, because you can see where the bottlenecks are then as well. So it all kind of falls in line. So tracking metrics is absolutely vital with that. So just to be wary of it. So that's my lesson for today, guys, and hope everyone has a great day.